We all wanted to see this, and now we got it. Ant versus Shay. Let me know in the comment section who you think gonna win this series. But I'm gonna give y'all my breakdown, what I think gonna happen. Because this is gonna be one for the ages. In the regular season, both teams were 2-2. They were tied. So it's a coin flip. Man. I can't wait, folks. You got the soon-to-be MVP going up against Anthony Edwards. The guy who some feel should be the face of the league. Most people would agree he gonna win the MVP someday. The guy who they comparing to MJ. Man, it's about to be a series, man. I'm gonna start with Minnesota first. When you look at Minnesota, they got Julius Randle. Everybody gave up on him. They said he was just an average NBA player. Julius Randle playing the best basketball of his career with Minnesota. And a big part of that is because of Anthony Edwards believes in him. Not only that, the coach believed in him. Coach Finch had Julius Randle in New Orleans with the Pelicans when Julius Randle put up his best numbers of his career, if I'm not mistaken. I remember that. He played a year and then he dipped to New York. You know what I'm talking about? Randle been nice. It's just now, he don't really have to be the number one option. He can play off of someone. And he can play his style of basketball. When he was on other teams, he had to sacrifice his role for the team. He ain't got to do that with Minnesota. Because Rudy Gobert is a solid big man, but he don't really got no offensive game. So Randle could go in the paint and eat. And they're going to be key in this series because when you look at OKC, Chet Holmgren is small. Chet Holmgren don't like physicality. And if Julius Randle coming to this series, keep balling how he balling out, man, I think he could bully Chet Holmgren in that paint. He could really bully him in there. Julius Randle been knocking out the 3-ball very consistently. And he could pass the ball real well. His playmaking gonna be key in this series. I'm telling you. I can see it now. When you look at Rudy Gobert, he must play like a big man. He got to be tough in that paint. He got to let Hartenstein and Chet Holmgren know. Yeah, y'all good together, but y'all still ain't going to be able to stop me. If he could come into this series with that mentality, there's a big chance Minnesota could go to the NBA Finals. Then you got the role players. Them role players clutch. Starting with Mike Conley. Conley been in the league forever, man. Never could get that championship. Mike Conley gonna be vital because he gonna be on Shea in the clutch. He gonna be able to switch a little bit and get on someone else. His defense and his play gonna be key in this series. Knocking down that 3-ball. I think he had like 14 in the closeout game. He know what it takes to succeed in the postseason. You know what I'm saying? This is his first chance to have a chance to go get a ring. That boy gonna be clutch. You got Jaden Daniels. He still don't get his respect, I feel. That boy gonna be money, man. He gotta play good defense and stay out of foul trouble, though. I can see him putting up 13 and 8 in this series. He gonna get a lot of opportunities. Naz Reid had an off series against the Golden State Warriors. I expect him to hit. I really expect Naz Reid to go off too. Even though the Thunder is a top 5 team defensively, I just think Minnesota is built where they can beat them. Because if Rudy get in foul trouble, Naz Reid coming in. And then you got to spread the flow. And then that's a different look. You done spread OKC out. Ant got space to dance on you. And you know when he get in that zone, man, look. He one of them ones, man. Real talk. Anthony Edwards is knocking down his 3 ball. He's shooting that thing with confidence, man. That's a problem. Because we know when he go to that room, you know what time it is. Kodak moment, man. Smile for the picture. That's how he coming. You look at Shea Cousin, Nickel, Alexander Walker. He nice. He know how his cousin play. He know he gonna be key. Will he come into this series as, I gotta take you out, cuz I can't let you go through me? Or is he gonna just play, you know what I'm saying, and just let his cousin walk all over him? I think he gonna put up a good fight, man. You get paid to play for your team. He been key for the Timberwolves all season. And I don't expect them to, just disappear like that. You got DiVincenzo. He been struggling shooting a 3 ball. But look, in a series like this here, he gonna get going. He gonna get going. The boys gonna be ready, man. Now, let's get to the OKC side of things. You know what I'm saying? SGA, man. What can I say? Dude legit. He just gotta continue doing what he been doing. Being consistent. Go and get his 30, 32, 8 and 5. And they gonna win. Get to his spots. Get to the free throw line. Lead the team. They gonna be nice. J-Dub, he has to be more consistent in this series. He can't have a good game, have one off, then have another good one. He got to be consistent in order for them to pull this off, because this their real test right here. The Nuggets pushed them to 7, but they wasn't tested in the series, in my opinion. When you look in the paint, Isaiah Hartenstein gonna have to play big too. He was inconsistent to me in the last series. He should have got a double-double every game. He gonna need to give you 10 and 10 in this one. Because Randall and Gobert gonna be grabbing them rebounds along with Daniels. This team could rebound. The Nuggets couldn't rebound. So Hartenstein gonna have to play huge in this one. I expect all the role players to play crucial minutes for the Thunder. You know what I'm saying? Wallace, Alex Caruso, Lou Dort, Aaron Wiggins. Them boys nice, and they play much better at home. So I expect them to do their thing, It's a coin flip, man. Because OKC got that depth. I think their depth could play a factor in this one. They're deeper than Minnesota. I want to speak on Minnesota right quick again. Them boys got the best opponent field goal percentage, man, in the NBA. They're very efficient under pressure. They're a top 5 team in true shooting. That goes a long way. They need to run after they get stops. Minnesota got to play real physical defense. And got to knock down that 3. Minnesota as a team, they can't go cold from 3. They just can't in this series. If they can knock down them 3s and put some pressure on OKC to where they always playing from behind, then I think they got a real chance to pull this off. This is going to be a coin flip, man. But I'm going to make my decision right now who I think going to win this. I just think when it comes down to it, Anthony Edwards going to outplay Shea. And the Wolves going to take him out in 6. And Anthony Edwards going to go to the NBA Finals, man. And let the world know that the league is his. And he may not be the MVP, but he's going to probably be a champion.